Amber,
I
you're
think
kicking
I
us off a minute early here.
no, I think I accidentally accepted a Fireflies AI bot recording. So
Oh,
that's that. So, but we are now officially recording. So whoever's watching this on the back end, welcome. Um,
I would subscribe to a blooper reel channel.
Thank you. That'll be behind the curtain. What's that? If you're like a podcaster, what's that service you can
Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah, we're gonna have a Patreon account for the blooper reels. We'll give it one more minute and then we'll get going, guys.
Yeah, that's definitely behind a paywall.
Yes, we have to.
Hey, I've seen some of that content. We could at least charge $2.99. I mean, we could get someone like
Matt, I would like to see some content from last year's bloopers from Avery.
oh yeah, your all's interview. Yeah, that would be it.
We had to be told to settle down.
We had to do like a moment of Zen. It was,
Yeah.
We
yeah.
we did a breathing exercise during our interviews. So, all
Yeah.
right, we'll go ahead and get going. If you're joining us from the recording, I apologize. But hi, everyone. Welcome to our March meeting of the West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem. As always, we have a jam-packed agenda, so we are going to go ahead and dive right in to our content. So, just a couple of quick West Virginia entrepreneurship ecosystem updates. Tara and I are going to be co-presenting on the ecosystem and the work that the state is doing to advance our ecosystem at NBIA 2026 coming up in April. Would love to have anybody that's interested in the space of entrepreneurial leadership or development. It's a great conference to attend. It is in Chicago this year, and know that Tara and I will be repping you well. We have an upcoming partnership with the USDA Rural Partner Network's Empower Hour on March 19th, where we're going to be kind of going over what the ecosystem's doing, what we've got coming up, and giving some sneak peeks into Bridging Innovation Week. So if you all aren't engaged with the Rural Partner Networks, we have two of them in the state, and they're a great resource for several of the communities that are served there, and would love to have you join us for that. So again, that's March 19th at 12 p.m. And we have gone through the process of seeking a co-chair. Now that I am transitioned into the backbone nonprofit and the full-time director, a co-chair did open, and we were looking for a practicing entrepreneur that's active in West Virginia that has really been navigating the entrepreneurial ecosystem and has that lived experience. And so we're excited to announce Emily Rouse with Edgington Studio has agreed to be that new co-chair. So Emily, I'm going to put you on the spot to say hello and give us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me okay? All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Rouse. I am based in Wheeling, West Virginia. I am the owner of Edgington Studio, which is a small batch cut and sew apparel manufacturer based in Wheeling. What that means is we make clothing from the beginning. So emerging designers come to us from across the whole country with their ideas for a garment, and we make it a reality. And then last year, I founded Wheeling Fashion Week, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to showcasing Wheeling's circular fashion economy. So in our whole region, we have the fibers coming from animals, we have weavers, knitters, apparel producers like ourselves, designers, and retailers. So we have the whole ecosystem of fashion right here in the region, and Wheeling Fashion Week is meant to showcase that. So I'm excited to be on the ecosystem calls and part of the team here, sharing my experience as an entrepreneur.
Awesome.
Perfect.
We're so excited. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Emily. We're looking forward to working with you. Okay, so next up, Bridging Innovation Week updates. I'm so excited. We are always working ahead. So just so everyone knows, this is the last week to apply for the request for information to host 2027. Believe it or not, yes, we are already looking for our host site in 2027. It is also your last week to apply for the request for proposals for photo and videos to do that for Bridging Innovation Week in Morgantown in April. So please make sure to get those applications in. All right, next we have the Entrepreneur Showcase applications. If you are an entrepreneur and want to showcase your product or service, make sure to apply by March 25th. We'll let you know by April 3rd if you are accepted to showcase at Bridging Innovation Week. And finally, registration is open and the 2026 program is live. So make sure you register for all the events. So we have one streamlined page, and Amber's going to be dropping that stuff into the chat. So please make sure support. We have so many things going on throughout the week, April 27th through 30th in Morgantown. And of course, Tuesday, April 28th is the West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem Conference. So we're looking forward to seeing you all there.
Perfect. Well, if anybody has any questions or any of those links aren't working, let us know. But we are happy to answer any questions and appreciate you all supporting Bridging. We're shaping up to be the biggest one yet, and that's incredible. So we're excited for Morgantown. All right, let's dive in. Jesse, we've got PCAP Business Services as a featured spotlight today.
Okay, great. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for having me as the spotlight today, or as one of the spotlights. My name is Jessie Ice. I'm a business support manager with Partner Community Capital, or PCAP. As Amber said, we are a nonprofit small business lender and the only U.S. Treasury certified community development financial institution that covers the whole of West Virginia. Our organization focuses on supporting entrepreneurs in communities where businesses may have difficulty sometimes accessing traditional capital or support. At a high level, our mission is really to expand economic opportunity by helping entrepreneurs start, grow, and sustain businesses that create jobs and strengthen communities. Trying to make this slide. All right. So what do we do? What does PCAP do? Many people first come to us because we are a small business lender. We provide flexible capital designed for entrepreneurs who may not fit the traditional banking model. Our loans can range from anything from like microloans up to about $1.5 million, depending on business needs. But borrowing is really only part of the story about what PCAP does. What makes PCAP unique is that we pair capital with technical assistance and advising. And our philosophy is that funding alone isn't always enough for businesses. And at PCAP, we think about our business support services, and that's what I'm really a part of, is a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs. We try to bring together the resources and guidance businesses need so that they don't have to navigate multiple systems on their own. And you may have heard about us in context of our REI program or our Women's Business Center or our VC2 chain. Like, these are how we used to differentiate our programs underneath. But what we've done is we've reorganized to make the process simpler for clients. And we provide business support in 3 areas. Because we're a lender, a lot of our advising work happens with entrepreneurs who are preparing to apply for financing or who need help becoming loan ready. That might mean working through a business plan, strengthening financials, thinking through a growth strategy before taking on capital. And at the same time, one of the things that we're able to do when grant funding allows is we're allowed to expand all of these services to work with entrepreneurs, even if they're not currently pursuing a loan. So in practice, we support businesses at many different stages. So that might be someone who's just starting to explore a business, trying to figure out first steps. It might be an entrepreneur who just needs that micro loan and needs help getting ready to apply. It might be an existing business that's really trying to expand, stabilize, plan their next phase of growth. And we do it through 3 ways. We've got our in-house business advising, and that covers a range of topics essential for running a business, including the business planning, strategic thinking, time and team management, systems development, general coaching, those sorts of things. And we found that many entrepreneurs don't just need capital, they really need a partner to help them think through how to use that capital effectively. And so that's where our advising really adds value. Some entrepreneurs come to us that are best served with specialized third-party consulting, and we work on scheduling and how to fund paying for those sorts of services. And then we also offer workshops and trainings that are both in person and online. And I'll plug here that we will have 3 online and 1 in person coming up this spring. The dates are being finalized this week, so you can always check out our Facebook page about when those are scheduled. And I'll also send some info out to the entire ecosystem as soon as we've got those dates available. The process is very easy. Send us an email at inquiries@partnercapital.com. I'll throw that into that email into the chat. Fill out, we've got this really straightforward application for services. And then one of our in-house advisors will be back in contact with you to see what your business needs and how we can help make that possible. And that is, I hope I did my 5 minutes justice there, but you can also, I will put my own personal email in the chat as well. So if you have questions, you can just feel free to reach out to me and ask, or the inquiries one. So thank you very much.
Perfect. Thanks, Jesse. We appreciate you telling us all about PCAP. All right, next up, Jamie Cope. What's going on at the University of Charleston? It looks like we've got a lot of events coming up in March.
We sure do. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, Jamie Cope with the University of Charleston's Downtown Innovation Hub. And yeah, I think March is event week for us, or event month. Can you see my screen okay? Do you see my slides?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So coming up on Thursday, March the 12th, we are hosting the Locals Launchpad. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this one because we capped it at 75. And last I looked, Matt, I think we were at 71. So chances are by the end of the call, we'll have it full. But great team effort on that. You can see all of the partners down there. And like I said, Matt Hartzog has been great at putting that together, and Ariana and several others. So
Amy, I'm
thanks for
not
that.
sorry. I'll add some time for you. I'm not seeing your slides. I'm seeing you.
Oh,
So if you want to share your slides.
oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. And that's great news that Locals Launchpad is sold out. So kudos to everyone, and almost, but pretty much
Share.
inevitably sold out. So congratulations to everyone. There you go.
Oh, is that better?
Still don't see it.
It said I had to request. How about now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Uh,
Mhm. Okay, now go to present and we should be good.
how's
There we
that?
go. Yep.
All right, yay.
All right.
All
Now
right,
we're
so
running
there you
through.
go, Locals Launchpad. Like I said, we're really excited about that. Going to be a big crowded house coming up on Thursday. So hope to see everybody there. And yeah, not many slots left if you need to register. Register now. This is another one that's coming up real soon. Not local, New York Times best-selling author. That one's going to be on the University of Charleston campus. Peter Singer's going to be there. Expecting a really big crowd for that as well. That's coming up on March the 19th. And this is one, we're doing a webinar on March the 24th with Sam Nygaard, Showing Up with Intention. And if you don't know Sam Nygaard, she's just wonderful. She's huge on personal branding, developing your own personal brand. She's just a powerhouse. So we're excited to have her share that with everyone. And that's, again, a free webinar coming up on March the 24th. And I'll have links to all of these in the chat in just a little bit. FailFest is one that the students had arranged here at University of Charleston. A really good opportunity for some of the leaders in our community to show how failures have shaped their journey. So we've got Mike McCowan, Morgan Morrison from Rock City Cakes, she's phenomenal. Just a great group talking about what has shaped their journey. And then film industry opportunities for small businesses. That's going to be Bob and Jeff Tennell and Megan Smith from the West Virginia Film Office. So not just for filmmakers or people who are interested in filmmaking, but for people who would like to learn more about how they can cater or do accounting or things like that for small businesses. Finally, future events, you can sign up with us on Linktree. I was close. Linktree is the place where you can learn about stuff coming up in the future. So thank you so much, and I'll put everything in the chat.
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate it so much. And we'll make sure all those links get in the follow-up as well. All right. So our next one is a Bridging Innovation Week highlight, and she wasn't able to join, so I'm just going to give a quick overview. We have a networking activity on Tuesday evening after the conference for military and veterans, and that will be at 123 Pleasance in the co-op, and it'll be from now I said it and double checking it 6 to 7:30. So would love for folks that if you are interested or you are active within the military community to check that out. There will be vendors, food, some speakers. So it's a great activity if you're interested in that specific segment of entrepreneurs. And I think Tara was taking care of somebody real quick, so I'm going to throw it over to James Carnes to talk to us about another activity happening Tuesday evening of Bridging.
Awesome. Thanks, Amber. I'm on representing Beacon. So, if you guys haven't heard of it, Beacon is basically a free community by founders for founders. My co-founder and I actually started a company called Iconic Air. Some of you guys might be familiar with it about 5 or 6 years ago. And then about 6 months ago, we just sold. And on top of that, within the last 12 months, I moved back personally to West Virginia. So now I've been back in West Virginia, spending a lot of time just trying to help founders really navigate the 0 to 1 journey. So just making sure they can help, basically get customers, raise capital, and have a sense of shared community. That's really the three things that Beacon focuses on. Again, it's a free community, so can drop the link in the chat if you guys want to learn more about it. Specific to Bridging Innovation Week, we're excited to partner with Vantage Ventures, as well you guys also know that name, to do an AI hackathon on Tuesday, April 28th. So this will be a pure contest. Anyone can show up, anyone can come vibe code. You can use any kind of tool you want. There's really no technical expertise required. There's $2,000 cash prize for first place, $500 for second. It's 2.5 hours. You've got about 2 hours to build. And then we're still figuring out how we're going to judge it. We might use AI to judge it. We might use some humans. Maybe we'll use a little bit of a blend of it. But it's a great opportunity to come out, build some cool stuff. And then as kind of a new thing, as part of Bridging Innovation Week, we're also having kind of an after hours concept. So trying to just, keep the fun going after a day at the conference. After building at the AI Hackathon, the Beacon House, which is our startup house where we have several startups working and building out of every day, we'll be hosting after hours from 8 to 11. So hope to see everyone there. And if Beacon or can help with anything you're building, just please reach out. Thanks.
Perfect. Thanks so much. We're going to keep the Bridging Innovation Week activities rolling. So Matt Hartzog, tell us about the West Virginia Network Evening Mixer.
Hey guys, so I am here today kind of as a private citizen. Or is that me?
Sorry, Matt. We have two Matts back to back. Matt Hartzog.
Matt, it's a pleasure to meet you. I don't think we've met before.
Hey, you got a great
I'll be
name.
quick. So we're hosting a networking event for both the networking, the West Virginia Network, which we've evolved into part customer discovery tool, where West Virginians want to help West Virginians, and by virtue of everybody connecting together, we can really leverage that network. And so over time, we've been growing that on LinkedIn, specifically on the West Virginia Network LinkedIn page. Please post in there if the community can be of help. And we're partnering with Ascend West Virginia down along the riverfront at their location. So if you want to learn more about Ascend or the West Virginia Network, come hang out and network. That's it. I'll pass it over to Matt.
All right, that was good. Thanks, Matt Herzog. Looking forward to that event during Bridging Innovation Week. So yeah, Matt Ditchin, what's going on around the arts during Bridging Innovation Week?
Yeah, sorry, I heard the network and I didn't want to cut into my 2 minutes. I didn't realize you guys were gonna play people off. I like that though. I like it. Keep it moving. So this year, Bridge Innovation is in my backyard, Morgantown, and I wanted to do something to kind of bring out the nightlife that I know Morgantown has. Morgantown's a very walkable place, and I think it's gonna be the most walkable, and I want to see a lot of people engaging and meeting a bunch of different locals in town and stuff. So we are partnering with the West Virginia Creative Network and a couple different buildings here in downtown Morgantown. So I'm going to drop the information in the chat. So we have the event overview where you can RSVP. I know that Amber and Tara would appreciate that for numbers. So, but it's also kind of day of event. So we're kind of, there's two elements to this. So we're working with the MAC, the Monongahela Arts Center, and then the Retail Lab. The Retail Lab is going to be hosting a small pop-up moonlight market. If you guys are familiar with Morgantown, Pasha does that normally in the summertime at the farmers market. And so that's going to be kind of a mini one to highlight the Retail Lab space, kind of what they're doing, and also to give the moonlight market some awareness as well. And then the MAC is going to have a couple different things. We're going to have an art gallery, and then a couple participating organizations like the Art Lab is going to have a display from the WVU graphic students. And then we're also going to have some live music, as well as an opportunity to kind of network and mingle with different artists and the West Virginia Creative Network, which is a platform that was started to kind of connect different artists from around the states. And so right now what we're doing is a call for artists. Any artist from West Virginia is able to apply. It does not matter about the medium. You just need to fill out that form and then jump on the West Virginia Creative Network. And then if you're selected, depending on how many artists we have, we are going to each artist per piece will have a submission fee. So typically in a gallery, there would be like a fee for participating. This time, the fee would go directly towards the donation, and we're going to have one big pot that's going to be running the entire month of April, with the final push being that last week during Bridging Innovation. And then at the end of the month, we're going to split up that raised amount of money between the 5 participating organizations, with the idea of art supporting art. So, yeah.
Thanks, Evan. Or why did I say Evan? I was looking at Evan. Thanks, Matt.
That's right. There
Perfect.
you go.
I don't see Donna on here. Tara, were we seeing Donna?
Is Donna Peduto or Liz Tulo on here, or anyone that wants to talk about Focus Forward? Well, I can just mention that Focus Forward is, I believe it's April 1st. It's in Morgantown, West Virginia. And Donna wanted to share that there is a $10,000 grant opportunity. So we will find out more about that from her and put it in the follow-up email.
Perfect.
All right. So I'll turn it over then to Rachel to talk about the Faster West Virginia Child Care workshops.
Rachel, if you're talking, you're on mute.
Well, if Rachel.
Okay, can you hear me?
I think, there you go.
Sorry. I'm in my car. I don't know what. Anyway, excuse me. Hi, everybody. My name is Rachel Kaufman. I am working with Advantage Valley the last couple of months as a contractor working on this child care program with them. And really our goal is to try to get more folks that are interested in childcare the resources that they need to start a center. Obviously, there are tons of growing job opportunities and the needs for those to have childcare, and we've been doing these over the last couple, actually a year now, in the 9 counties that Advantage Valley serves. Coming up in March, we're going to do a 3-day series. So on the 24th of March, we will be in Putnam County at Area 34 for our Putnam County Child Care Business Workshop. On the 25th, we will be doing a virtual one. And then on the 26th, we will be doing a one in Kanawha County at Element Federal Credit Union on the west side. And so what these workshops have is that we have the fire marshal's office there, the local health departments there, the Connect and Link resource referral there. The licensing office have not gotten a confirmation, but we have had them before. And then obviously Advantage Valley talks about their FASTER program and some of the loans and different things that they have available for those in the child care arena. And we want this to be a one-stop shop for folks to come if they're interested in starting a childcare business or if they want to grow and expand their current business, to come and see what resources are available with all these agencies and resources in all one place. So if you know of anybody who is interested or anybody who would like to come, please share the information. Marjorie shared our flyer. You can find it on Advantage Valley's website. We did have a couple success stories last year in 2025 and hoping to continue that in 2026.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And we know this is such an important part of the ecosystem. So thank you for being here and for presenting on it. All right. We have an upcoming marketing and branding workshop from West Virginia State. Harini, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, just a second. Let me share my screen. Hi everyone, I'm from West Virginia State Extension. I do the business workshop. So today I'm here to brief about our upcoming marketing and branding workshop. It starts on March 14th and runs for 5 weeks. So we already have 25 participants registered to the workshop. This is designed for the small business owners, students, and whoever is interested to learn about some marketing tools. So in this workshop, we will discuss about how to build your strong brand and understand your target customers and create some marketing strategies. And we are also focusing this time on improving your digital presence by involving how to post or create your post and ads on your platforms like Facebook, Instagrams, and Google to reach more customers online. We are trying to make these sessions more interactive and give the participants the opportunity to learn some and have some market knowledge which they can directly apply to your business, their businesses. So if you know someone who will be interested or benefited from these workshops, please feel free to send them the information. I'm gonna drop the registration link and some more information about our workshop and my personal email address. If they can reach out to me on any time.
All right, perfect. Thank you for sharing that workshop. We appreciate it. Okay, Mark, over to you for another Bridging Innovation Week update on the AWS pitch competition.
Thanks, guys. Great to see everybody here. Let me share my screen real quick. This will be brief. Screen 2. You guys see that? Maybe.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It's not
So
a
we have the
presentation
opportunity this
mode, though.
year to partner with Tech Connect. The SBDC is hosting a AI pitch competition, partnering up with AWS. So if you guys have an AI-driven idea, prototype, or project, you have the opportunity to win up to $50,000 in AWS services. So the deadline to apply is April 17th. We've already had a really good response. We highly encourage you to share this out with your network, get as many folks involved as possible. We will be hosting the event live at Bridging Innovation on Monday, April 27th from 3 to 5. So we look forward to it'll be here before you know it.
Perfect. Thank you. And we're really excited about that one and encourage folks to apply and to join us in viewing it. So thanks, Mark. Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right. Alan, we've got a pitch competition coming up at WVU. Tell us about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, Amber. The seventh annual Zen Starter Pitch Competition sponsored by Raisin and the Raisin Foundation. That will be Wednesday, April 1st from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Morris L. Hayhurst Launch Lab. That's located on the 4th floor of the Evansdale Crossing building across from the recreational center on the Evansdale campus, if you've never been there. And you might be saying to yourself, actually, I'll do a little bit of Donna Padudo's dirty work here. You might be saying to yourself, April 1st, what's going on April 1st? Well, that's Focus Forward, right? So if you're in Morgantown, you're down at the waterfront on April 1st, you're enjoying yourself, you're excited about the future of what's going on across the state and entrepreneurship and all that good stuff. And you get done around 4:30 and you go, what do I do now? Well, the thing that you do now is you come to the Zen Starter Pitch Competition. You're going to see a bunch of great pitchers, a bunch of great entrepreneurs that we have here at WVU. This will be probably Logan Kuvo's last chance to pitch as a WVU student for his product of Best Damn Tape. So if you've never seen that, this is a great opportunity to do that. He will be pitching there. We also have 2 Vantage Venture cohort current members that are going to be pitching there as well. Cassidy Blatt and Carl Perry. So those are 2 great young pitchers as well. And then we got a bunch of up and comers, first or second time pitching. We got Tyler Staub, Ethan Weaver, who's an amazing young freshman, who's a great pitcher. And then also Ruby Jackson, who's a member of WVU's acrobatics and tumbling team. Right. So lots of wonderful pitchers. They're vying again, 10 total pitchers vying for $20,000 in awards. There will be food. There will be some gift cards that we give away. So it's going to be a really awesome opportunity to see the future of entrepreneurship at WVU in the state. Please join us. I'll acquiesce my 12 seconds back to you, Tara and Amber. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alan. And what a great day. And it's like a sneak peek because some of those folks are also pitching at Bridging. So you can go in, give them some feedback on April 1st, and then come cheer them on at Bridging as well. So thank you. Okay, our next speaker is somebody I've met recently that's doing some really cool work on trail development. So Amy Camp, tell us about P2P.
Great. Thank you so much, Amber, and hello, everybody. I'm hoping I will have permission to share my screen. Okay, it looks good. So hi, I'm with the consulting firm Cycle Forward, and I'm working across a 9-county area in West Virginia and Pennsylvania to produce a regional master plan for the Parkersburg to Pittsburgh Trail Corridor. If you don't know it, here's the map. This is a 238-mile corridor that links 8 trails in 2 states. The trails are mostly complete, so this plan isn't about building trails. Instead, it's about positioning communities and small businesses to draw more benefit from trails. You could say that our North Star is achieving sustained rural prosperity with trails as the catalyst. And to do this, we really need to have a realistic and actionable plan, which is what we're working on. And I need you to hear this part. Trails are part of a $1.3 trillion economy across the United States. Those figures were just released. And the P2P master plan is about figuring out how to increase the region's share of that outdoor economy. We can't do this work without local voices. We can't do this work without local entrepreneurs. So if you've ever thought about a business that ties into the outdoor economy, I invite you to connect with us. You can sign up for our newsletter at p2ptrails.org. You can also attend one of our spring meetings, which will be in a county near you if you're along the corridor. Most of our counties and most of our trail miles are in the West Virginia portion of the corridor. So please come see us at one of our spring meetings, and also just feel free to reach out to me. I'll include my email and my phone number in the chat, and I thank you for your time today. And I hope that you can think a little bit about how you can tie into the outdoor economy in West Virginia. Thanks, Amber, for having me.
Of course.
Perfect. Thanks, Amy. We appreciate you sharing that. All right, Mary, can you tell us a little bit about the USRIA webinar that's coming up?
Sure can. Let's see. Let me get my window up here quickly. Yeah, there you go. All right. So this is for anyone in the innovation technology space interested in the federal SBIR funding program. If you are familiar with that program, you'll know that it's been stalled since October 1st of last year, which was the beginning of the federal fiscal year because it had not been reauthorized. But it's looking like now it is going to be reauthorized, hopefully by the end of this week, I'm hoping. But it's heading in that direction, which means the WV Sprint Technical Assistance Program is ramping up with new training webinars, and the first one being on March 26th with the topic of commercialization planning. And I highly recommend, even if you're not in the technology or innovation space, if you have a product or anything that you want to be thinking about a commercialization plan. And if you're planning to apply for an SBIR, you have to have a commercialization plan. And this is going to be presented by 2 people who have a lot of experience writing SBIR proposals to the federal government. I'll leave my information and a link to register in the chat. That's it. That's all I have.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And I know we're trying to get more SBIR, STTR funding in the state. So please definitely take that opportunity up and the available resources to support that. All right. Mike Queen, what are our numbers this month?
Hey, everybody. Numbers are great. In fact, this is one of the largest numbers of new businesses that I can remember in a really long time, perhaps the largest. 1,733 new businesses were formed in West Virginia in the month of February. Berkeley County led that list with 134 new businesses, Kanawha County 127, Martin County with 100. By percentage wise, our percentage growth, Wirt, Pocahontas, and Clay County were the leading counties in the month of February. So thanks in great part to the folks on this call for your work that you do. A lot of these businesses wouldn't start without that support, especially these second income entrepreneurs that are reaching out and just really truly are startups. Of that number, of that 1,733, 96 registered as nonprofits. That's an interesting number. It's a big number. 96 new nonprofits now operating in West Virginia. We had 70 active duty military members and spouses that qualified for the Boots of Business program, which is for our veterans. And listen to this, we had 105 young entrepreneurs to start up in the month of February. They qualified for the young entrepreneur fee waiver that the legislature set up a number of years ago. So as of today, we have 166,029 businesses registered in good standing to do business here in West Virginia. Two things I want to mention to everybody. One is the West Virginia Office of Entrepreneurship is up on second reading in the House of Delegates. You might remember that it passed unanimously in the state Senate a couple weeks ago. It's on second reading in the House today. We hope it gets approved tomorrow. So if you haven't weighed in yet on the West Virginia Office of Entrepreneurship legislation, it is Senate Bill 878. And if you could give the governor's office a call on Thursday or Friday, 558-2000, 558-2000, and just give your name and your agency and that you support the concept of the Office of Entrepreneurship, which supports the ecosystem and all the good work that you're doing. We would appreciate it. The governor's office has voiced support, but it's always nice to let them know that we're keeping an eye on the legislation and like to get it passed. Finally, I want to mention that the virtual office opportunity for everybody that is busy but wants a specific time that they can call in and talk to somebody in the West Virginia One Stop Business Center. We want you to take advantage of that. You can go to wvsos.gov and set up a time that's good for you or good for one of your clients, good as if you're an entrepreneur, to talk specifically with one of our folks. So it's virtual office hours, and it's really increasing a lot of interest in that. And one final thing, I know I'm over my time. One final thing is thank you very much for everybody reaching out to inviting Secretary Warner to a number of your events to speak. As you know, many of you know, he likes to also come and listen. We've been all over the state. We're going to join our buddy Matt Hartzog and Jamie down at UC Thursday night. And any event that has to do with economic development, please reach out to us and let us know. We'd be happy to support your event. Sorry that I went over.
No, you're good. Thanks, Mike. I'm loving hearing all of those numbers, and thanks for announcing those on the call, particularly the young entrepreneurs. 105, I think, is really incredible. So thanks for sharing that. All right, Mark, I see you and Will are on here. Anything from Small Business Development Center or on West Virginia Business Link?
Yes. As we announced last month, the Verizon Small Business Digital Ready training platform is now live and available for everyone across West Virginia. This is our, oh, I'm sorry. I started with the wrong slide. So Digital Ready Grant Program, $5,000. 25 grants are available. There is a info session tomorrow March 11th from 12 to 1. This is an opportunity for you guys to share this out to folks that want to learn more about the grant opportunity. From 12 to 1 tomorrow, RSVP. Please do that. And here's the link. I will drop this in the chat. And then back to what I was starting to say, we introduced the Verizon on-demand training for entrepreneurs last month, and that is live. Just want to remind folks. Now I'm going to turn it over to Dawn to talk to you about SBDC Day.
Yeah, hi everybody. So next Wednesday, March 18th is National SBDC Day. So to celebrate the WVEE SBDC and the West Virginia District Office of the SBA is hosting a webinar on that Wednesday, March 18th at 10 a.m. to talk about how both of our organizations help entrepreneurs. And there is a link. It is on our Facebook page, the SBDC's Facebook page, West Virginia Business Link event calendar, and I will also drop it in the chat.
All right. Thanks, Dawn. Well, hey, we're giving you a minute back.
I was going to say thank you. Mike used it.
Can I have a no?
No. Annual reports are due.
It'll be here before you know it, right, Mike?
I love it. I'm going to throw it over to Michelle from the Investor Collaborative. Anything that you would like to give an update on?
Thanks, Amber. We are working on a workshop for bridging innovation. And so if you are an entrepreneur and want to learn more about the language that we use for investing and want to see a demonstration of the platform we use, which is FundOps, be sure to come by and attend our workshop. And if you are looking for funding or technical assistance or any type of assistance to move your business or your idea forward, feel free to fill out an application through FundOps, and I'll drop the link in the chat. Perfect. Thanks, Michelle. You kept that one brief. Appreciate you. All right. Okay, so now we're going to turn it over to our entrepreneurs. Evan, you're up first with Loving West Virginia.
All right. Hello, everybody. So I am a little ill prepared for this, but I wanted to introduce myself. So my name is Evan Chapman, and I own Loving West Virginia alongside my wife. We create T-shirts and designs that celebrate West Virginia, and what we are looking for, if anybody has any information, and there's been a lot of great information in this meeting that I've been taking notes on too, is we are looking to upgrade our screen printing press to an automatic screen printing press. We're looking to get funding for roughly $100,000 for that expansion for our business. And so if you have any leads on low interest loans or grants that we might qualify for or anything like that, I can drop my email in the chat. If anybody has any information, I would love to hear it. Thank you all.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Evan. We appreciate it. And we'll be sure to include your information and ask in the follow-up as well. All right. I'm going to throw it over to Heather O'Neill with Busy Moms Healthcare.
Hi, everyone. It's really nice to see you all. This is my first time here, and it's very impressive what you all are doing. So I'm Heather O'Neill. I'm the sole owner of Busy Moms Healthcare, which is a comprehensive women's health clinic serving North Central West Virginia. Busy Moms Healthcare exists to solve a very simple but real problem, which is that healthcare for women is very fragmented and difficult to access. So for busy working women and mothers, scheduling multiple appointments across different offices creates a lot of barriers to care. And our model simplifies that process by offering multiple women's health services under one roof, and we are also child friendly. Our team of 4 expert providers specialize in women's health, including birth control management, hormone replacement therapy for our perimenopausal and menopausal friends, lactation care, in-house blood draws, and medical aesthetics that are focused on pelvic floor and vaginal wellness. I started the business in 2019 with just me providing lactation services. And then during the pandemic, many women in our community lost that access to care. And my patients started asking me for more services beyond lactation. So I listened and expanded. We officially rebranded to be Busy Moms Healthcare in 2024 when we brought in additional medical services just beyond lactation. and we've grown rapidly since then. And our model blends insurance-based services with strategic cash pay offerings as well. And this balance allows us to avoid the high volume model that most clinics rely on and instead focus more on quality care. Last year, we tripled our revenue, which was crazy, and we are now approaching the $1 million annual revenue mark while maintaining over $100,000 in profit and a consistent owner salary. But like many growing businesses, we're currently navigating those operational challenges of growth and working to optimize systems and scale sustainably. The reason I'm here today is to seek guidance and connections around funding for our next step, which is bringing ultrasound services in-house. An ultrasound machine and staff training would require an investment of roughly $100,000, and it would significantly expand access to care for women in our region. With ultrasound capability, we could provide ultrasound-guided IUD insertions, endometrial biopsies, PCOS diagnosis and treatment, as well as fertility services. And currently, the only fertility services available in North Central West Virginia are through WVU Medicine. So, I mean, people can't even get a second opinion if they want one without traveling. Expanding access to our clinic would meet a real and growing need while fitting naturally within our hybrid insurance and cash pay model. So my ask today is twofold. First, if anyone has connections to grant opportunities, healthcare innovation funding, or other capital sources that are supporting expanding access to women's health, I would greatly appreciate those introductions. And second, I'd welcome advice from other founders who've successfully scaled past the $1 million stage, especially when additional personal capital is not available. Because it's just me, and I didn't really plan to own an entire healthcare company, but here we are. So that's my story.
Love it. Thank you, Heather. I can give a personal testimonial. I have been to Heather's shop and she is phenomenal. So everyone give Heather money, hook her up, let her know about the grants that are available. And if we have any mentors out there that can help Heather. So thank you, Heather, for being on today.
Thank you. I'll put my email in the chat.
Perfect. All right. Cortina, I heard it's last call for beta testing. What's going on?
Hi. Can y'all see me? I think I just put a request out to share my screen as well.
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, perfect. And apologies for any background noise. Hi, everybody. My name is Cortina Caldwell, founder CEO at Brand Evangelist. I'm actually happy to say I'm joining y'all from Tech Connect World. So I'm out here talking about my MVP and representing what we're up to in West Virginia. I wanted to also just kind of mention super quick for those that I haven't had a chance to meet yet, that this MVP that I have built through my time at Vantage Ventures and been working on is one of the ways I think that I've been wanting to kind of solve the pain points that a lot of impact brand clients have when it comes to their branding and marketing. And so I know a lot of people, especially with AI, and technology, we've kind of moved away from hiring a designer or hiring a consultant or freelancer, and more so people are kind of doing it themselves. So this is actually meant to simplify your branding marketing process, making it strategic, and making sure that everything within the AI tool, the AI platform that I've built here is actually holding on to your context. So you're not jumping from ChatGPT to Lovable to Replit or wherever you're building, and it's just all in the system. So super quick, I'll show you inside the dashboard here in a second. It is a call for participants. We have a beta cohort that's going to be running until about May 15th. I'd love to see applications continue to come in until this Friday. Once you click on submit application, it'll take you to this brief form, and you'll be able to kind of see what some of the benefits and expectations are. And then just to kind of show y'all inside the platform, because I haven't done that yet, you'll be able to kind of see, like, so way it's set up is that you'll actually be able to customize your brand profile back here for when we have the Canva integration. It shows you the ROI, the money that you're saving by using the tool, as opposed to if you had to go out and hire somebody yourself. And then there are some ways that you can actually have it optimized for your strategies for various social media platforms. And then once you do that, you'll be able to kind of track your progress. It gives you the option to download that. And then that's something that you can send as a PDF off to your team. So just to kind of give you a super quick preview of that's kind of what's being built. And I'm looking for beta testers to help us finalize this platform and to make sure that it's based on the users and not just what I think will work, even though that's also based on data. So I'll drop links in the chat. Again, just wanted to get some testers going, and we hope to start next week with the beta testing, and then anything that you create in the platform, you'll be able to keep and use immediately for your branding and any of the marketing that you need. Thank y'all so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Cortina, and I'm excited. The New Backbone nonprofit is part of this first cohort, so we're
Yes.
excited. So awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Jesse, tell us a little bit about what we've got going with Everraise, but also keep a sneak peek, because if you're going to Locals Launchpad, you'll get like a deep dive. So
Love it. Appreciate it. Everybody can see my screen?
we can see your notes though, so you want to do the other one.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah, we can see
Slacking on you here.
That's okay.
All right. There we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Love it. Awesome. Thanks for the intro and the invite. As Amber said, I'm Jesse Wisniewski, and I'm the founder of Everraise. A little about me. I'm based in Charleston, West Virginia. And aside from my background working in B2B software, most of my professional experience has involved working with mission-driven organizations. And over the years, I kept seeing the same challenge come up again and again, and that is organizations that depend on relationships, such as nonprofits, associations, universities, and political organizations, often have hundreds, thousands, and sometimes tens of thousands of supporters, but the teams responsible for those relationships are usually very small. So, for instance, I spoke with a nonprofit leader several months ago who told me we have tens of thousands of supporters, but only 4 people responsible to handle or work with them all. So these organizations genuinely want to stay in touch. They want to thank people, follow up, build real relationships, but the math doesn't work. So over time, supporters can drift away, not because they stop believing in the mission, but because they stop hearing from the mission. And that's what led me to start Everraise. So Everraise is an AI engagement team for relationship-driven organizations. And in short, we help organizations that rely on donors, members, voters, or alumni keep more supporters, strengthen those relationships, and raise more money. So at Everraise, we automate engagement across the AI voice, text, and email with campaigns that can run automatically, but still feel very personal. Organizations can use Everraise for things like re-engaging lapsed donors, alumni outreach, donor thank you calls, event invitations, membership renewals, and even get out to vote campaigns. So we started development this past September. We have run several early pilots and are preparing to launch later this month. So I'm also part of the Vantage Ventures Spring Cohort Accelerator, which has been a great experience. And we are in the middle of raising our first institutional round as we speak. Right now, the biggest thing I'm looking for is help with connections to 2 or 3 more additional pilot partners, ideally nonprofits, political organizations, or universities that would like early access to the platform to strengthen supporter engagement and retention. I'll drop my contact info in the chat here momentarily, but if anyone here knows an organization like that, I truly appreciate an intro. But regardless, it's great to connect and be here. Thanks for the invite, and enjoyed my time.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So we appreciate everyone's this has been a great meeting and lots of energy. If anybody does have any updates that they want, we have a little bit of time here at the end. I will give a quick note that we received from Bill Woodrum prior to the meeting. He wasn't able to join today. But if you are a resource provider that is going for any federal funding and needs match, please get that information to, particularly if you're looking at the Benedum Foundation for match. The earlier, the better, because competition's tighter than ever this year, and federal match funding is also tighter than ever. So if you are a resource provider that is going for any open federal programs this year, you'll want to notify at least the Benedum Foundation, probably all the other local philanthropy or private philanthropy within the state as soon as possible on that piece.
Perfect. Trisha, it looks like you dropped last call for West Virginia Governor's School. Do you want to say anything about that?
Yes, please. So we have our applications for the West Virginia Governor's School of Entrepreneurship open until this Friday, March 13th. So that is a 10-day residential program where West Virginia high school students come and live with us on Marshall's campus and learn about entrepreneurship and come. They do not have to come in with a startup idea, but they leave with a startup idea. We have some students from last year who are alternate finalists in Spark West Virginia this year. So we're really excited about that. But it is completely free for students. The only money they will spend is the cost of getting to campus and then getting back home. But we feed them, we take them to do lots of fun things while they're here. We, as part of America 250, get to go to Blanco this year, and they get to do some glass blowing, and everybody gets to make water bottles. So we're excited about that. But it is for public school, private school, and homeschool. A lot of times people are surprised to find out that private and homeschool students can participate. So if you have or know any West Virginia high school students, please encourage them to apply. And I dropped the link for the applications in the chat.
Perfect. Thank you. I
Thank you.
know it's rib bib, I think, is in the
Rib bib, yes.
rib bib. We're
If you have ever eaten ribs and had stuff on your hands afterwards and not liked that, we have 2 students who are working to solve that problem for you.
And they're doing fantastic because they're adding me on LinkedIn. I'm like, hey guys, those are some driven kiddos.
They even added a little spot in the bib for me to clean my nails in. I told them how I hated how it gets up under my nails. So they have little pockets for your nails to go in.
I love it. Perfect. All right. Well, we will wrap it up. Thank you all for another fantastic monthly meeting. We appreciate it. Next one is right before bridging. So we'll kind of give our last hoorah on things that are happening, but appreciate everyone. And as always, it's a pleasure to be working and partnering with this whole ecosystem. We've got some incredible momentum across the state. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Take care.